How's it going, everybody? Mike back at you with another edition of 5 Minute Gaming. Now this show is, we're going back to the 80s in the arcades, and I'm doing this for my friend Trenton. He asked me if we would talk about Battlezone, a very cool and important arcade from the 80s. Commonly considered one of the first-person shooters, Battlezone is a 3D tank game. Earth has been invaded, and you and your tank lead the defensive effort. You drive around the battlefield from a first-person view, targeting and firing at tanks, planes, and UFOs. I've never saw the UFOs back in my day. You have a radar to help you see where the enemies are in direction and distance, and objects can be used as strategic cover. Now, the one thing I'm going to add to that is it cost 25 cents to play a game. And when I played Battlezone, and we will go to a slide. When I played Battlezone, that's what the cabinet looked like. My quarter would last at the most a minute. This game, I mean, I just could not get it figured out. I could always kill the first tank and maybe the second tank. After that, the tanks would just shoot and I'd be dead. You can also see that this is another picture of the cabinet. And the way it worked is you looked in that periscope section of the cabinet, and the joysticks were two controllers, so you would use them to go left, right, you know, backwards, turn. It was great. The fire buttons were right on the controllers as well. And that's just a look at the marquee. So how about we get into it and play a little Battlezone? All right, I've just put in my 25 cents, my hard-earned 25 cents, which by today's standards would be about $1. And here we go. And I have set up my controls, and I'm moving. There's the tank, and I've shot, and I missed. So let's zoom in. All right. And I missed again. They're so forgiving on the first tank. It's like whoever's driving that is a pretty bad, stupid driver, because they don't know anything about where to find you. But it's just, to me, it reminds me of Tron, the scene where Master Control says, "Put him in the games, let him hope for a while, and then blow him away." And that's me being blown away right there, because future tanks, they shoot at you quick. Oh, maybe that's the UFO. I guess I never really realized what that was. But here's another trick. I learned this. The one thing I could do is, if you get behind this pyramid, they'll come up and real close, and they'll keep firing, and then you just kind of creep over to the side. They'll always back up, and wham! Done. That was about the only thing I learned. And I know someone, I read that a programmer worked really hard on making the lava come out of that volcano back there. I know today it's like, whatever, but back then, that was cutting edge stuff. And can I avoid that bullet? I cannot. And that's the end of the game. Really basic shooter. Avoid the shots. Let's try one more time and see if I can maybe get a high score, if I really focus. Again, the first tank, they're really nice to you. Eventually, they're going to turn and face you. I forgot. The first tank will just keep turning. It's like they have no idea where you are. And on the upper, you see the radar, there's a little tiny red dot. That shows where the tank is. So if I look at that radar, I move to the right, and there he is. And let's see, okay, they put the next one to the right, and he's gonna fire, and I'm gonna try to do quick left and right moves. Oh, right in front of me. That was fair. Super fair. So, where is he? Okay, he's in the upper right. Oh, and look at that. I lucked out. I've got the pyramid of protection, I would call it, right in front of me. And fire, bang, bang. It definitely felt comforting to have this pyramid in front of me. I felt like it gave me a slight breather, and then, oh, I missed. Oh, I missed. And now I do have another chance. 6,000 points. I'm doing better than I did back in 1980. But like MCP says, eventually I will get blown away. It is unavoidable. And these games were designed to make money. And I think that the default settings in this game are pretty forgiving because operators could adjust dip switches to make the games much tougher. And I remember when I played this at the 7-Eleven in Sela, I could never even last as long as I'm lasting right now. And I remember that sound. That was a great sound. That meant I made a high score. It also signified the end of my game and that my money was gone. So with that, there's a look at Battlezone. Trenton, I hope you enjoyed that. It was fun to play, and this game definitely brings back fond memories to me. Even though it sucked my money dry, I did play it, and it was really cool. The one thing I can't get across for was how cool it was to look in that little periscope view. You felt like you were looking into this world. And back then, you look back, and it was pretty simple, but at the time, that was cutting-edge graphics technology to make that look. So thanks again for tuning in, and I will see you next time.
Thanks for watching The Watchman.
Please click on here to watch other episodes, and be sure to hit that like button too.
And please subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you'll always be alerted to any future episodes.
It really helps us out, and we appreciate it.
We'll see you next time. And remember, we'll be watching.